how to trigger an H3 fan. Mention a snark Reddit, and then they start pissing their pants and like getting all frustrated and snot dripping out of their noses.
I think ultimately it became confusing and disorienting for Ethan's audience to keep track of what exactly Ethan believed, and it became disorienting and confusing for Ethan himself, so he kind of gave up.
Look in the mirror, loser. You're the problem. You are the problem. Why are people mad at me? I want someone please to explain it. Explain why you're mad at me. It's really annoying that like people just, they stand by it, like just waiting for any reason to call me, and by the way, call me a Zionist, make it about how I support genocide, about all this horrible fucking shit to call me racist.
In 2025, Ethan's tone completely shifted, and others have noticed, like in this quote in an article in Medium, which says, typically, when Ethan speaks positively of Palestinians in 2025, it's as if he's doing so begrudgingly. When someone mentions Palestinian suffering, Ethan frequently offers a response like, yeah, it's tragic what's happening to them, man. Anyway, Hila, on the other hand, has made comments deemed even more insensitive, like calling toddlers terrorists.
Rudy was saying that Palestinians are...
I saw a clip of this. I saw this clipped out on the H3 subreddit. I don't understand how this can be taken any other way. We'll play the clip in a second, but Hila went like this. I mean, when AB says... Rudy Giuliani was saying that they trained Palestinians at 2 years old to hate and kill Israelis. And he was like, I mean, and Ethan's like, that was like 2 seconds after AB said that. That could have been an I mean and a shrug for anything. Like they addressed this clip and their response was, I don't even know what you were saying I mean for. It is like, yeah, like what did I even say I mean for? Like it could have been anything in there. Okay. Play it, but like that was their defense. I don't even know, bro. It could be anything.
Are taught at 2 years old to kill Americans,
and the Palestinians are taught to kill us at 2 years old.
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
Do we have that one?
Like
that one?
What do you mean? I mean, so you agree? So you think 2-year-olds? I can't fathom how they still have a podcast. And I can't fathom how after all of this time of people trying to awaken her to the truth, she still comfortably says things like this.
Many have criticized the guests Ethan has brought on to speak about Israel-Palestine conflict, as they felt a bias on that front as well. And at times people have also felt when the H3 employees try to speak about the issue, they are misunderstood or silenced, particularly AB, who is Muslim.
I've never heard of another movement who can't have a slogan. So my whole life, I'm Lebanese, I'm Muslim. I've always heard River to the Sea. I've never understood it as...
I have to say, this is like not a bad recap of the issues with Israel and Palestine. Obviously, you don't have like the backdrop there of, yes, there's a happening. I think she could have benefited from a segment on that because it's not like she talks about this shit on her channel. Her channel is an internet drama channel. So yeah, maybe you should, I don't know, like inform your viewers a little bit more than what you did.
A phrase that meant eliminate Israel. Now we're not... By the way,
this is a good conversation.
Yeah. So we're not able to have a slogan. Now we're not able to identify the enemy because now I'm being told that Zionist is being associated with Jewish. We can't have a slogan. We can't identify the enemy, and now we can't give aid. That's another thing too. You can't give aid because there's this fear that Hamas is going to take the aid, and either way, both sides don't agree on anything.
A fear that Ethan Klein brought up, by the way, in this very video, a clip was included of him being like, I donated to the Palestinian charity, and you kind of just have to like hope that it doesn't go to Hamas, but I don't know if it will. Like he brought up,
everyone has their own talking points, but we can all agree, at least for the most part, on the numbers, and that's what worries me, is because this is happening. I don't know what the proportional response is. I condemn Hamas, but whatever it is, it's not this.
Ethan has continually disagreed with creators for Palestine as well, and those involved have disagreed with Ethan, creating a creator-on-creator battle over something that's supposed to be a helpful cause, or at least trying to do something.
Ethan Klein went on his podcast yesterday and said this about Creators for Palestine.
Creators for Palestine raised $1.6 million. That's fantastic. Literally negligible. They've received billions of fucking dollars. Like, raise money. That's good. That's the easiest fucking thing you can do is just give money, right? Good. Let's talk about real activism. Let's talk about enacting meaningful change.
And then he proceeds to give a link to a charity for the guy who's like, let's victim blame the Palestinians for getting for his personal slush fund. That's the charity that Ethan Klein went on to link. Oh yeah, and the World Food Program, who they also said to try to link, who literally have thousands of trucks stuck outside of Gaza, but they can't get in because Israel's preventing all of the food from getting delivered. Yeah, let's donate money to a place that would actually help, right?
It's not real activism. It didn't make a single difference in Gaza. He's lost his mind. It's crazy how much I used to look up to H3. They were the fathers of fair use, and now he's just sitting here crashing out for days on end.
So, Ethan's constant self-pity, claiming he's being attacked online, while having little pity for those who are being literally wiped off the earth, well, started to look ridiculous. The stark contrast of the two things happening at the same time was hard for a lot of H3 fans to see and justify, and this was when a lot of fans started to disengage from
He said AB's dad was terrorist adjacent.
Ethan Klein. Unfortunately, unable to see the reasons for why, this only fueled Ethan's victim complex and fears of anti-Semitism, not realizing that it was the lack of empathy and compassion while expecting others to hold an endless well of empathy and compassion for himself that became draining for many. Alongside Ethan's inability to listen to his audience or really just form a strong opinion and stance that he was able to stand by, he began making further insensitive comments and reactions, like when he made fun of the man who was burning alive.
Again, not to put this uncouth, but he's a champ at fucking burning alive. I mean, that sounds bad, but he did it really good. Does that sound bad? And what I said was, he's really good.
I mean, her timeline is all screwed up, though. She did a good job, like, explaining kind of the crux of the issue there. I think she could do a whole nother segment on Ethan's racism, which I'm kind of disappointed to not see, his, like, anti-Muslim racism. Yeah, the timeline is very screwed up. Like, this wasn't a result of people criticizing him for being too pro-Israel. This was kind of the cause of people criticizing him for being too pro-Israel.
At burning alive, and I mean that as the most sincere compliment possible. You, if you're coming at me with those kinds of takes.
Oh god, dude, Randy Fine is he's such a disgusting person. So he works for CARE? That's awesome. So AB's dad works for CARE, and Ethan Klein called him terrorist adjacent. Love to see it.
You are ensuring peace will never happen.
The mask began slipping, it seems. The old Ethan, who his audience forgot existed in the first place, was making a return.
Wow, Ethan, great moves. Keep it up. Proud of you.
On January 30th, 2023, a clip exposing popular Twitch streamer Atrioc quickly spread across the internet. In the clip, Atrioc inadvertently showed a browser window, which was open to a website that hosts non-consensual AI-generated images. The window showed that Atrioc was viewing images on the account of someone who specialized in making deepfakes of popular female streamers. Viewers of the stream noticed the leak.
That's what I mean, guys. Like, Ethan Klein's Israel takes got 25 minutes. It got 25 minutes out of a 3-hour video. And then it goes on to Ethan Klein, like, making jokes about a deepfake of someone. It's very interpersonally insensitive and indicative of him being a shitty person. But we did a 25-minute segment about how he's literally, like, laundering a. And then we just go on to him being like, oh yeah, and he made insensitive jokes about a colleague. It gives me a lot of whiplash here.
And screenshotted the site, then shared the site, images from it, and names of the women who were deepfaked. Deepfaking websites make it easy for anyone to create highly realistic but fake content. This has a range of implications, from spreading misinformation to damaging someone's reputation with fabricated content. A few hours after the clip went viral, Atrioc appeared on stream with his partner, Ariana, to address the situation.
Everyone here probably knows what's going on. I want to say, first of all, that it's true. It's 100% true. I looked at a deep fake video of streamers.
Cutie Cinderella was one of the women who was deepfaked, and she responded to the situation on Twitter or X, writing, "I want to scream. Stop. Everybody effing stop. Stop. Stop spreading it. Stop advertising it. Stop. Being seen naked against your will should not be a part of this."
Yeah, I mean, well, this is her bread and butter, right? She did a good job, a decent job of covering the Israel and Palestine stuff that he said, but then it's just on to the next issue. I'll watch a little bit more of this because I know people got mad at Ethan for this, And that was something that Hassan defended Ethan for, but I'm not like sure what all happened. I don't know the ins and outs of this.
Hours after Atriox's apology, Cutie Cinderella went live on her Twitch channel. She addressed the situation, opening up about the negative emotional impact the site was taking on her mental health, before vowing to sue the founder of the deepfake website. Ethan reacted to Cutie's statement about the website during an episode of the H3 podcast. During the stream, Ethan told Zach, one of his crew members, to play a slowed down version of Nat King Cole's Christmas song. When this song played, it caused Ethan to burst into laughter during Cutie's emotional stream.
Why? Why?
What is going on with you?
I'm sorry, don't mind me.
It is pretty crazy that like this is the exact same reaction you get from Ethan when we're talking about Palestinians being killed or people that are pro-Palestine getting killed. I mean, he literally laughed when he was talking about Houthi rockets getting through Iron Dome defenses and landing in Israel. But did they kill Jewish people? No, they killed Palestinian Israelis. And Ethan literally laughed about that because he's a racist piece of shit. He sees Aaron Bushnell self-immolate because he does not want to be complicit in the worst crimes that humanity can do. And does he take it seriously? No, he makes an offhanded comment about, oh, well, he's burning really well. That's super impressive, the way that he's burning. The guy's racist. He's definitely misogynistic. And when it's people that he doesn't really care about, that he doesn't see as real people equivalent to himself, he doesn't give a shit about, and he makes light of their troubles that they're going through. But when it's that he cares about, you can't even say from the river to the sea, because that makes him think that his favorite ethno-state might be threatened a little bit.
If you are able to look at women who are not selling themselves or benefiting off of
What is
being
going on?
seen sexually,
You're a monster, dude.
You guys are crazy.
Why did you do that? People. I'm just speechless, dude.
Ethan was met with immediate criticism from his own crew, including Sam, who was visibly upset. After a moment passed, he apologized for laughing and claimed that—
Yeah, like Olivia was covering her face there. I don't think it was out of laughter. It might have actually been out of embarrassment. I don't really care about the rest of this. The button, who cares? Growing obsession, suing streamers, content cop, to the downward spiral. All right, what do we have for the downward spiral?
Keep it up. Proud of you.
to many fans, Ethan and H3 began to represent the very thing they used to be against, the enemies he used to stand against. Ethan, this time next year. Some of Ethan's behavior began to seem more and more erratic, his statements harsher, bizarre, and more extreme.
Hassan Piker has lost all of his marbles. The Muller Bros are gone, people.
The Marl Bros?
Hard hitting, man.
Bro, they're zooming in on the
people that
on the scratches that he got tattooed onto his leg.
Piker has lost all of his marbles. The Muller Bros are gone, people.
Marl Bros.
Hard hitting, man.
people that weren't ever on our side are agreeing with us now. They're that wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Ooh, oh my god. Oh my god, that's a brutal compilation. Jesus. Man, wow. Not wrong. Not wrong. Keemstar Nicholas Diorio, the ultimate reviewer, there you go. Mudahar, who's like, Hassan only started caring about Palestinians after October 7th. I've known for a long time that they're suffering and I've chosen not to say anything. Like... That guy, the guy who bragged about not caring about war crimes, Asmongold, who is just a Nazi now, Destiny, the guy who shared freely, Dan Salman, the guy who sponsors Ethan Klein, Destiny's nut hugger. Yeah, you have a great collection of comrades there, Ethan.
That weren't ever on our side are agreeing with us now. They're that wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's been nice. They've been reuniting so many YouTubers, I feel like.
It's been a party. Yeah, I mean, it's been great for our channel.
It's been a party.
I haven't said this before. It's so infuriating. We got a hold of someone at Reddit, and we told them about all the snark stuff. It was a comms person, and they got back to us, and they said, well, you guys are harassing people also.
As per an article on Medium, increasingly, you, Ethan, have become so absorbed in internet and micro-celebrity feuds that you often don't appear to be able to see the forest for the trees anymore. The top comments on his videos weren't necessarily more and more negative, just more and more concerned. Someone on the crew needs to have an intervention with Ethan. He is stuck in a self-confirming feedback loop. There was a mega thread on the H3 Snark subreddit, which was titled Concerns for Ethan Klein's Mental State. I've been doing these deep dives for a while, covering many people who have Reddit snark pages, and I've never seen an extensive mega thread which people—
Oh my god, bro, his community must hate her. She talked about the Reddit. It's so funny. They're just like so scared. It's like how to trigger an H3 fan. Mention a snark Reddit, and then they start pissing their pants and like getting all frustrated and snot dripping out of their noses. It's not a conflict. It's okay, great. She pinned that. I didn't watch Frenemies much, but like, did they exclusively have the worst fights while he was dressed up like Uncle Fester? Okay, that's just funny. Destiny's use of slurs is literally the least of his offenses. That's true. Is the research in the room with us right now? Old joke format. I'm not even a fan of H3, but the lack of basic research is actually insane. This is especially insane after your video on Trisha, so you know what kind of person she is and what she has done, but still said all that. Girl, you are sorry you are getting hate, but this is just not a good video for any group. I don't know. I feel like it's not that bad. Guys, I am never going to do ad reads on here, no advertisers, not going to be sponsored by dick pills or whatever. If you want to support my work, encourage me to live stream more, please consider joining the channel. You'll get access to early content, you'll get members only content, and your name will be in green. That's so good.